Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of May 27 to June the 2nd. So Saggy, your cards this week, energies leaving, completing, or transitioning. We have the Ten of Swords and a couple of others behind there. Focus energies, we have the Chariot clarified with the Four of Cups, and we have Judgment coming in towards the end of the week. So Saggy, can you believe it? We're in June now, almost halfway through the year, and I really find that by this point of the year, because we sort of see our lives in that kind of calendar year cycle, things are sort of really kind of in their height, in the midst of things. You're in the thick of it, and it really looks like there is something on the cards for you literally this week that you are thinking about transitioning from. So one thing that is very clear to me is that you cannot fudge the tarot cards. So I picked up your cards and basically just started focusing on your energy and asking for messages for Sagittarius for the week 27th to June 2nd. Literally just touched them, and I had the Ten of Swords come out with the Lovers, and I wasn't too sure if it was your message, so I put them back in. Lo and behold, the same card came out, as well as the Five of Wands. Let's get them out now. As well as the Five of Wands that came out just beforehand, it came back out. So what I did do is I pulled the Lovers back out, because I'm very clear that these are your cards and this is your situation that has been unfolding. A Judgment also came out before, just before, and I basically just thought of you, and then it came back out when I was pulling the card for that position. So you can't fudge the tarot. The cards that want to be seen will be seen, and here they are for you this week, Sagittarius. So yes, we have a very clear situation here, very clear partnership situation, highly possibly romantic love. It doesn't have to be, can just be a very close partnership with the Lovers here. Like a business partnership that is very meaningful for you, but I really feel like it's a romantic relationship that's been causing you conflict energy, strong conflict energy there with the Five of Wands, and really with this Ten of Swords, you're pretty over it, feeling quite fatigued, and literally stabbed in the back, held down by that energy. You're at least wanting the tension and the fighting and the strife to be over. I don't feel that you're clear that you want the relationship to be over, but you definitely want it in its current form to be over, because things have not been going so well, and you've sort of really been, just been squabbling really, and you just really want peace in your life. So that's your situation up to this date. Yeah, it's a heavy energy, that Ten of Swords. It can make you feel very, very fatigued, burnt out, maybe even chronic fatigue type feelings. And I really feel like it's all been emotional. It's all been that emotional energy to do with a relationship that's made you feel that way. So this week, Sagittarius, you're really, really thinking strongly about whether you still want that partnership, or whether you want to move on. So, with the Four of Cups there's that sort of apathetic energy of, the love offer is still sort of on the table, but, there's that need to kind of reject it momentarily while you figure out whether you want to move on. It could also be, energies can reverse as well, so it could be you sort of offering love to the other person who shuts you down or rejects it as well. And you're really wondering whether it is just time for you to get in your stone chariot and move on out of there, move out of the relationship, or even physically move away from the person to another location, another home, another country, another town. So the chariot talks about two opposing forces. So you can see the two sphinxes here. I definitely think these are the should I stay or should I go thoughts. And what it really means here is that you can see in the chariot, he doesn't have reins to drive these two sphinxes to propel himself forward. He has a magician's wand instead. So it's really saying that you are in control of these opposing thoughts, and through your thought intention alone, you can bring them together and you can overcome them and you can guide them into that direction that's going to move you forward. So you just need to choose, you just need to make that clear decision. The Chariot energy also does ask you to stop and assess whether you're ready to make the move or not. And I think with that Four of Cups energy, that's what you'll be doing. You're literally sitting under that tree, meditating and contemplating on that, and whether it is the time to make that decision, and whether you really want to as well, because there still is some offers of love, whether it's coming from you or the other person, there on the table. So there still is some feelings there. Judgment coming into the end at the end of the week. This is when you decide, okay, last call, I need to make my decision. I'm feeling stripped bare from the situation. I've made myself completely vulnerable like these people. I've got nothing left to lose. I've stripped myself bare, and it's really time to decide, are you going to forgive and forget and move on? Are you going to give this a second chance, or are you going to move in another direction? And you're literally sort of almost, asking the heavens or asking God or the divine, the universe, what you should do. And don't be afraid to do that, because, the universe will answer your wishes. If you need guidance, just ask and you'll get the insight that you need to move forward from this. So it's very strong energy for making that decision. Should you stay? Should you go in this relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, strong business partnership, or collaboration? I feel like that is what you are dealing with this week, and you really want this energy to complete. No more of that. Once you've made this decision, you can then come back into your center and regain your energy and get on with your life. So good luck with that, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you. Just keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but feel free to comment and let me know if it did resonate for you, and we'll see you for another reading next week.